Hello and welcome back. In today's video, I'm here to give you my pre-match thoughts going into the game between Luton and Leeds. Both teams have two completely different things to fight for. Luton trying to stay up in the league, whereas with Leeds, they're trying to win promotion to the Premier League. So this game is absolutely massive for both teams. Going into this game for Luton, we've picked up 10 points over our last 5 games. Whereas with Leeds, they've been dropping points, and they dropped points at home recently to Swansea. But first, let's talk about the last game for both teams. So for Luton, we beat Hull 1-0 away from home. Yes, it was a game where going forward, we didn't really show much. We got a lucky own goal, but defensively, we were fantastic. Hull didn't really have a clear-cut opportunity. Now, against Leeds, who are the top goal scorers in the Championship by some distance, I feel like they are going to have chances. We're going to find it very difficult to stop that from happening, especially with their quite fast attacking front line. Leeds' last game was at home against Swansea, as I've already mentioned, and it was a game where they could have easily walked away with the 3 points. Their goalkeeper, he made a fantastic save from the penalty, but he was pretty much out fault for the goals which Leeds United conceded, and the Leeds United manager came out and said that he will not be starting against Luton. Because they dropped points over their last 5 games, Leeds are currently second in the Championship, only by goal difference. Burnley are third, so if Leeds don't pick up the 3 points here on Saturday against Luton, they are at risk of falling to third in the league after having so many games unbeaten. The last time both of these teams played each other, Leeds beat us 3-0 at their place. It was a game where we gave them far too much respect. Away from home, we were pretty much dreadful. I felt we got the tactics completely wrong on that day. Probably one of the easiest wins Leeds have had so far this season. It was such a poor game from a Luton perspective. Reece Burt playing as the right wing back, Moses as the left wing back. It didn't make any sense, and yeah, I think everyone before going into that game expected Leeds to just wipe the floor with us, and it could have been a lot worse than 3-0. Now, we did get chances against Leeds, but those chances only came because Leeds took their eye off the ball. So I want to see a much better performance than we did last time we played against them. Before I give you my pre-match thoughts, let's talk about a few stats that might twist the way you are thinking going into this game. So the last time Luton actually won against Leeds was in 2006, and Luton won 5-1 at home. Same again on Saturday. Leeds have also scored at least 2 goals in 8 of their last 10 matches in the Championship. Leeds are also undefeated in 20 of their last 21 matches in the Championship, and there's also been under 2.5 goals scored in 9 of Luton's last 11 games. So how am I feeling going into this game against Leeds? Well, I was a lot more positive until I heard the news about Meslier being dropped. Now, I made a video about this on Monday, and I spoke about how if Leeds carried on playing Meslier, a goalkeeper, in my opinion, who is such an error-prone keeper, he would cost them promotion. It's insane that a team who's had 20 of their last 21 matches unbeaten are second in the league rather than top. Yes, Burnley are also on this amazing unbeaten run, but they don't really score goals. Leeds are the highest goal scorers in the league. They've also kept 21 clean sheets. So at the back, there isn't a problem, especially with the defenders itself. They've just had a keeper that's made some strange mistakes, and he was the reason why, in my opinion, they didn't pick up the 3 points against Swansea. So I was looking forward to see him starting on Saturday, and we could be really direct, as everyone knows. Carlton Morris, Elijah Adebayo, they could pile on that pressure towards the Leeds United goalkeeper who has a mistake in him. But that ain't happening. Kyle Darlow's going to replace him, and he's a more experienced goalkeeper. He will, I would like to think, bring some calmness to the Leeds United defence and also towards the management staff and also the fans. Won promotion out of the Championship before with Newcastle. He's also played for Nottingham Forest, so he understands what playing for a big club is like. So I can see this being a really positive change for Leeds, and that will make them even stronger against us. It's already going to be a tough ask because Leeds, as I've already mentioned, they know how to score goals, and their attacking front line are quite fast. I don't know how our defence is going to cope with that. Hopefully Isaiah Jones is fit and available. I am making this video before the press conference, so I don't know if he's back in the side. But hopefully he's back, and that would be my one change to the team. I would put him in the side instead of Reece Burke. If Leeds find out that Reece Burke is playing right wing back again, they're going to target that side like they did in the reverse fixture. Also, Dan James could just move to the left-hand side. And what Dan James could do is knock the ball past Reece Burke, and Reece Burke just pulls his hamstring, just trying to catch him up. So Isaiah Jones being in the defence just to help with the pace would be definitely needed for Saturday. Also, Christ Makosso is going to help us as well. My only concern is Alfie Doughty, Amari Bell and McGuinness. They're not the quickest of players, and all three of them, that's the left side of the pitch. And that worries me on if Dan James is playing as that right-sided player in that game. I don't know which position he's going to play. Most likely on the right. He's going to target the space in behind Alfie Doughty. And I'm not being funny, but Amari Bell isn't catching Dan James. Not a chance. So I don't know if it would be a useful tactic to swap maybe Makosso and put him on the left side and maybe put Cal Naismith in as the right-sided centre-back. I'm not too sure. We need to make a decision involving the defence, but I can see Leeds taking full advantage of their attacking front players. In terms of how I want Luton to perform, I want us to replicate those types of performances like we did against Borough and also against Sheffield United. We were attacking, we were creating chances, we just couldn't do that final thing, which was put the ball in the back of the net. If we can pin Leeds United in their own half, it will stop them from creating chances in our half. So we've got to show some attacking threat, otherwise it's going to be a long game of Leeds attack, attack, attack. As I've already mentioned, they are second. They could fall to third. They do not want to be third in the Championship after being in the top two for so long in the Championship season. So they're going to pile on the pressure. They're going to bring their attacking players on. They're going to go for it. But we need to make it really horrible to play against. Try and slow the game down when we can. Take our chances when we can. That's what we need to do. Take our chances. But if you asked me before the game, would I take a point? Yes, I would. 100%. Taking a point against Leeds is definitely not a bad result. And even if we do lose this game, the season hasn't ended. Even if the teams around us in the Championship also win their games, we've got a fantastic opportunity away against Stoke after this game. So that's when we need to bounce back properly if we are going to lose. But let's focus about that game after we played against Leeds. But look, my score prediction, I'm going to go with a 2-0 Leeds United win. I can't see us scoring enough goals that's going to win this game. But yeah, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Drop a like on today's video if you did. Comment your score predictions and your thoughts going into this game. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the match reaction after the game against Leeds.